mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you guys for being here. We missed y'all over the weekend, but we're back. I'm Malcolm, this is the Black Dot.
In the building.
Thank you for joining us.
In the flesh.
Thank you for joining us.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
What's happening?
Let's take a quick roll call. I saw the 504. I don't know where that's at. Where's that?
I'm not sure what a 504
Let me know. I saw the 504 in the chat. It was early. Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to y'all.
Bang, bang, Nana Gang. I saw them. Big up to the Niners. They took care of my Cowboys with efficiency. Just easy.
Detroit, Trinidad, and Tobago. Hey, shout out to Trinity. Okay.
Chicago in the building on the check-in.
Cincinnati, of course. Ohio, we gotta take a trip out there.
Nolans.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Ohio's always in the building. Queens, New York. Thank you guys for joining. We really appreciate y'all. Louisiana in the building.
And we appreciate your presence because you could be anywhere down this virtual line, in this virtual neighborhood, giving somebody else your time and energy. So that is always appreciated.
Yes.
It really is.
Oh, quick shout out to a brother named Kwame. I ran into him today food shopping.
Okay.
Yeah, he ran up on me. And he recognized me. I had hat, big coat on and everything. Didn't know how, but
okay.
Super cool. He said he watches our shows.
Because you look like the police.
No,
that's what it is.
Me and the Queen was out food shopping.
Okay.
And so shouts out to you, man.
Was there food on the shelves?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
So a part of that psyop.
Yeah, I think
people showing them restaurant and supermarkets.
Yeah.
It's empty, but remember they always kind of foretell you what's coming before they do.
Yeah, and I think the last time they did that was when like all of the toilet tissue was going.
Yeah.
Out, and it was like, it's a madhouse with toilet tissue, and then I never saw that. So I feel like they catch these one-off moments. Like they were probably like restocking that damn shelf.
Yeah,
you know
at the time,
and
somebody snapped a picture.
Yeah,
and trying to induce fear. Thank you for the $5 from.
Thank you.
Who was that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We be missing the cash.
Oh, Maestro Fresh West.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
We be missing the super chat sometimes, but how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. You know what I'm saying? It's a quiet weekend in terms of news.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Really not a lot going on today, guys. We're gonna take $1. We're gonna take 15 cents, turn it into $1, or whatever the saying goes. You're trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. But other than that, I watched a lot of football.
Same.
A lot of football.
Same.
Me and Eli sat down and caught all the games. Football is always a good week. And just bonding with Eli because he knows the game very well.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach Noble.
You're trying to teach Noble some things now? Yeah.
Like that defensive back technique by Diggs, that's
terrible. That's
gonna
terrible.
get you burned every time.
That's terrible, Kenny. That's going to get you burned every time. And some good games, some
Yeah.
blowouts, you know.
Yeah, Patriots got smoked.
Yeah.
Ugly.
That was personal.
Yeah.
The Bills, the last time Patriots came up there, they ran the ball every play and, you know, beat them and kind of embarrassed them. So they wanted to make sure not only do we beat you, we slaughter you. But the Cowboys are just a retarded squad.
Yeah.
I don't know why Cowboy fans fall for that bullshit every year.
Every year.
When you can clearly see this is a team that can't beat nobody but the East. Y'all look like bus drivers' uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But these are our polos.
We have a variation of stuff on the ShopUrbanX.com website.
Yeah.
Variation.
These
We
are our
have
polos.
everything. Hoodies, shirts, polos, everything.
Yeah. Company man.
Hats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, for sure. So let's get into it, man.
Throw my shit out the window so when the wind blows. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So today is MLK Day, Martin Luther King's Day.
Yeah, let's immediately clap that up. If for nothing else, kids get to stay home
Yeah, exactly. That too.
and reflect.
But it's also a day where, like, these companies, these politicians, the FBI, the CIA's official Twitter accounts, shout out Martin Luther King and what his message and what he stood for.
And they clapped him.
Yeah. And
Isn't that the most ironic thing ever?
It is. It's so disrespectful. And it's...
And his stance on non-violence, but you clapped him anyway.
Also, and I used to fall victim to this as well around this time every year, where we think a lot of black people, a lot of, you know, YouTubers, a lot of quote unquote intellectuals, you think you're being like edgy by disrespecting Martin Luther King, like, oh, he was soft, like, you know, I was with Malcolm, and I get it initially. I used to do the same thing until you do more research on who MLK was, especially towards the end of his career and how radical he was, and that's the part they all leave out.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not edgy. You're not being, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to just clickbait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and again, to me, that's the Hotep 101 package.
Yes.
You get your Hotep book.
Yeah.
How you should dress.
Yes.
What you should drink. What you should say to people who are not Hotepers.
Right.
And how they should do this and do that. And one of those things on page 17,
Right.
Article 5 says, diss Dr. King.
Right.
Because he wasn't radical, he wasn't king. As you get older and you put the Hotep handbook down and you begin to live your life, still being aware of all that goes on, and look at the totality of the man's work and understand that regardless of how you felt, he was putting his neck on the line for change. Mm-hmm. And, you know, anybody who's going to get pissed on, water hosed, taken to jail on a constant basis, threats, constantly being threatened for you to have a seat at some table, or, because there's always things we can criticize, but it's not about that. And I even went as further to say this, the turn the other cheek shit was crazy back then. But I understand, when you understand love as a vibration, always trumps hate. He just said he refused to deal with hate because that's too much of a burden to carry. When you hate something, the energy behind hate is crazy. So I'm not going to go as far as say it's turn the other cheek, but still putting yourself in a position where you don't cross over into a vibration that benefits the enemy.
Right. That's
the enemy.
Major point. Yeah.
He feeds off hate, and the minute you cross over, you just allow it to be consumed. So metaphysically speaking, as I got older, I understood he was trying to stand on the principle of love, but it doesn't matter. A bear is going to be a bear.
As well.
A snake is going to be a snake, and that comes with wisdom. Understanding you raising this snake in your house, he's sizing you up. Eventually, he's going to eat you. You know what I mean? And trying to bring peace to those who cannot manifest peace in any shape, way, or form. Their whole vibration is violence.
Right.
Then it becomes very tough. So big up to Dr. King.
Yes.
All that he stood for.
And I recommend people, like, really, if you're going to study him, if you're going to quote him when it's convenient for you, I recommend doing a lot more a deeper dive into who he was, especially towards the end of his life. Towards the end of his life, he became more radical, and like towards the end of Malcolm X's life, he became more not softer. I wouldn't say that, but his perspective around
more
life,
accepting of people who weren't Muslim.
Right.
And I also say to parents, teach the whole story.
I honestly,
Don't just teach the glorified part. Teach the whole story, because what we don't want to do is create these martyrs,
idols,
and idols to make them seem like they were perfect. They were men and women who had struggles, who had pain, who had adversities they had to overcome. Teach Malcolm X's whole story. He was down there hustling, pimping, and all that, and then cleaned himself up. Same with Dr. King. Tell his whole story. Yeah, he was with some this, he did some of that. But I'm real big on telling your whole story, because that's how we learn the human experience of who we are. If that makes any kind of sense.
Makes sense to me.
Some people said they're not getting the notification tonight. Okay. They back on that ish.
Listen, guys, we tried to keep, we try to stay on time. We're a little late today, but we're around the same time every Monday and Thursday. So we've been doing this for 2 years now.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
So that's it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, as far as drama that happened, Kanye was all over social media, and apparently his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, weren't trying to let him be around his daughter for her birthday. Mm-hmm. And people were up in arms, which I understand. A black man trying to see his daughter and things like that, and that causes multiple discussions from all different angles, not just Kanye and Kim. But this was a big story over the weekend.
Yeah, to me, it goes to show, even if you're a billionaire, that has nothing to do with it. You still got these problems.
Yeah.
And anytime you're trying to deprive a dad of seeing his daughter, I'm in my feelings about that. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Especially dads who are trying. You know what I mean? Because he was clear when he was in his car. He just had a minute, 40-second rant that he don't want his daughter to think he wasn't there. Mm. For that moment, and thanks to Travis Scott, he got the address.
Crazy enough, right?
and he was able to show up. And there's many a times it's uncomfortable because the new dad is there or the new boyfriend. I don't give a shit. I done came to many of your parties, and your mother's got a husband there, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm here having a good time because it's not about them. It's about showing that my presence, and I'm always going to be here. And so I'm fortunate I didn't have any situations like that, where moms was trying to, your mom's was a very good baby mother. I will give her that. I gotta give it to her.
I'll let her know.
We didn't have to go to courts. We didn't get into any of that crazy stuff because it really was about the children. But not everybody is like that.
True. But speaking of black men and things like this, there was an article that came out by a woman. Her name, you guys probably know who she is. Her name is Jamila Lemieux.
Yes.
Lemieux, I think her name is, right? So she was the one who went on the Breakfast Club I want to say 5 years ago, and literally stated out her mouth that the second leading cause of black women's deaths are being killed by black men. Mm. She said it multiple times, and nobody checked her on it. But that's neither here nor there. But she has been adamant about her stance on black men. She just wrote another article that's being pushed out. It was on Vanity actually, and it is titled. I'm gonna get it. It's called "Dave Chappelle and the Black Ass Lie That Keeps Us Down." Right, and the black ass lie she's talking about, mind you, the way when she tweeted this out, she said this is black people's version of the big lie. Now, the big lie was Nazi propaganda during World War II, right? Mm-hmm. So she's likening what I'm about to tell you to Nazi propaganda. And the big lie, what she claims, is that black men are more... Hold on, I actually want to get the quote. Hold on. She said, this is a quote from the article, it said, Black America's version of the big lie, and she goes, the black ass lie is that black men have it worse than any other group of black people. And then she quotes the feminist writer Brittany Cooper, who's terrible, like literally terrible, and then she who says black men grow up believing and moving through the world politically as though they have it the toughest, as though their pain matters the most, as though black women cannot possibly be feeling anything similar to the dehumanization and disrespect they have felt. And then she goes on and said, "There's little to no consideration to what those of us who are harmed by misogyny and maybe even hurt even worse might endure. It says that it might be in many cases worse for us." So basically, what she's saying, she wrote a really, really long piece. Basically, what she's saying is that black women and the alphabet people have it worse than black men. And it was weird. And it's
her father in her life.
Her father is actually a cop, right? And Tariq Nasheed did a whole big expose on him years ago. He was a cop in Chicago, I believe he was.
Yes, I think I saw that.
And he had the highest complaints in that department or something from black people, from him beating up black people or something to that effect.
So it sounds like it's some self-hate there.
Oh my God.
So even having a father and he's perpetrating,
and he's real Sean King-ish. Like,
okay, so yeah. So the self-hate is now manifesting through her words.
Oh my God.
Real black women. And see, what I don't ever want to do, and you can check me on it, our cause is a collective cause. The black family is going through, and we always have to stress that, because as Malcolm would always say, once we start outdoing each other or whose pain is greater, it causes division amongst us. So we have to get into the mindset of speaking about the black man, the black woman, and the black child as a collective, because they are against all of us. This society, racism and white supremacy, is a worldwide system. To keep wherever they go, is that the program is implemented with a few different dynamics based on the region and the country, but it's to keep the melanated people, the highly advanced melanated people, down.
Yes.
Right? The minute we start splitting it, that makes their job easier, because then they can pit one against the other. This is all divide and conquer tactics. So we have to stop writing, and we have to start expressing ourselves as a unit. If for some reason you do not feel a part of the black community, talking to the sister, then those are personal issues that she has to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of black people who are just black in the face, who really, believe in white America. And
this is her dad.
Oh, okay.
He was in The Spook Who Sat by the Door.
Yeah, he looked like he would hate black people. Like he hated being black. I hate to say that. I forget his name.
David Lemieux.
David Lemieux. Her name is
Jamila Lemieux.
Jamila Lemieux.
Like French, like Lemieux.
Yeah. So it's a struggle that we have to continue to fight, and until we unify, and I'm gonna say this too, we have to accept the things you can change and know the difference. You know, the whole wisdom prayer. Gay people or LGBT, they're not going anywhere. So we have to accept that that is a part of the reality as it is currently being presented. Now, you can walk around with blinders, then that makes you no different than white people who see a black man downtown and just assume you work. Or, you coming out of a hotel and they just hand you their bags. Why? Because they're in their own world and everything around them belongs to them, and they just assume you fucking work here. You know what I'm saying? So once we have blinders on and begin to only see what we want. Now, I'm not saying you have to accept. You can accept what you want to accept or what you will personally agree on, if that makes any sense. But we cannot act like, that's like acting like crime ain't going on outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And white people do that shit all the time. What do you mean crime? Because you live in Beverly Hills, you don't see crime. So let's not act like we don't acknowledge, and that's a part of the problem. Now, we get up here on these platforms, and I'm always good for a good joke and ribbing people, but the reality is that portion of our lives is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So we can act like we don't see it, or we can deal with it. And I think that's what Dave Chappelle's whole comedy skit was about. You get no special treatment. But we can't act like that this is not a part of the reality or an extension of that family. Y'all can kill me all you want in the chat. You know what I am? I'm a realist. I'm not going to come out my house every day and act like all I see is hotepers. And I see crackheads, gangbangers, Christians, Muslims, you name it, in this whole soup that we call the world that we live in. And these people have a lot of power, and they're trying to say, stop acting like you don't see me. I see you, but calm down.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you get no fucking special treatment. Hi, I see you there, but calm down.
I put her name in the chat for the people who want to get her name. She's famous for this. She's one of the, she wasn't one of like the founders of the Black Lives Matter, but she's one of those. That ilk of people who just have built brands off of saying disparaging things about black men. It's a lot of money in that.
It's plenty of money.
A lot of money in that.
It's guaranteed to get a response.
Yeah.
And we know the world we live in, a response is an energy deposit.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to respond. You can suck up that energy. They're not going to hit you. They're not going to touch you. You're on YouTube. But and the more negative responses you send to someone like that, you losing it, because it gives them people power. Because that's all they really wanted to do, was agitate you in the first place.
Right.
So antagonists, that's what we call them, the antagonist. So they know when they write this down, it's like sending a meme. Sometimes I'll be sitting on a meme and I know this is going to antagonize people.
Oh, and real quick, I want to answer somebody in the chat. Long Happy Life. She says, I guess this is a woman, says, bashing black women makes way more money. And I don't want to get into comparing, because that's literally what we said.
We just literally said we're not going to do that.
We just literally said we're not going to do that.
We just literally said we are not going to divide to find out who gets bashed more, and you ran right up that alley and took the side.
What I will say is I will show like there's money on both sides of that, right? So there's a whole, we talked about the quote unquote red pill community, and I don't want to generalize that community, but there are some in that community on that YouTube side who say a lot of just disparaging things about women all the time, and they amass huge followers, right? Then there are people who are, there are women who say things about black men who get sponsorships, who get placements in Vanity Fair magazines to write these types of articles. You get what I'm saying? So there's money on both sides to be made by disparaging both. I'm not trying to compare which one makes the most money. I'm just saying that this happens. You know what I mean?
And we're trying to say, in our language, because language is important, we have to change that narrative. And it ain't this one or that one. How about we just say the black family is twisted, right? That the black man, woman, and child in America and throughout the diaspora of this world, we are always the subject of attack. Some people will attack the man, some will attack the women, and some will attack the babies.
And then you know what's going to happen then? And then there are fights between African Americans and people from Nigeria. Then there's people from Jamaica, and then there's black people. Then black people from New York. Y'all niggas in the South. It's literally never ending.
It's an ongoing conversation
that we have to kind of just own up to it when we see it, to kind of go, all right, I'm not doing it.
Right. And that's the truth of the matter, because we become divisive on our own.
Yeah.
They don't even have to do anything. It's tribal shit.
Yes.
My tribe, your tribe. And so we want to correct ourselves when we can. And it's hard if you're a woman and all you've been thinking is, we're all these black men who's supposed to be protecting us, and you're a black man and you're thinking, why are these fucking chicks out twerking? Why ain't they home with the kids helping me? And it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
It's a loop.
It's a goddamn loop.
Yeah.
And nothing gets done, and it keeps us conversing about something that's not getting done. But I think it was important to, kind of speak to the subject because it's 2022.
Bro, doesn't it seem just like...
It seems so primitive.
Yeah, right?
It seems so... Are we still having this conversation?
Right? It's just like, are we not past
Let's
none
pass
of that?
it. Let's take a little jump and pass it.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, we have some birthday shout-outs. Okay?
Yes.
First off, yesterday was Derek Bell's birthday, Coach Pie.
Coach Pie.
Shouts out, happy birthday, happy soul return.
Yesterday was Dr. Phil Valentine's birthday. Baba Phil. How is he, like 70?
I don't know. He still very spry.
Yeah, still very spry.
Sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Sharp.
And then today is Steve Canal's birthday.
Steve Canal.
Shouts out Steve.
My main dude.
And today was also a big day for him. He launched Flourish.
Tell me all about Flourish.
So Flourish is an online marketplace for black-owned creators, black-owned clothing designers, entrepreneurs. I'm going to put the website actually in the chat because Black History Month is coming up soon. And
yes.
You want to get something from a black designer, a black creator, black entrepreneur. You want to support black business. You can do it all here on this one site. It's one-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Let me get
everything in the same spot.
Let me get the link.
And that's a great birthday gift to launch, for yourself and the empowerment. I heard he was on a live today with Hill Harper and a few other people just kind of, talking to some of the businesses. And we will be up there.
Facts. Yeah, soon. We had a lot going on. But Steve, if you remember, if you bought my book, Steve actually wrote the foreword to my book.
Yes.
So he has his own book, and he has a whole bunch of
And
stuff.
of course, he's married to lovely Swin Cash. I always thought, not to knock him.
I'm about to say.
No. He holds his own.
Okay.
But
shouts out to Swin. I'm just playing.
I'm just saying, he got a bad little mommy with him. Executive of New Orleans,
Ain't little.
Huh?
Yeah, she back you down.
Oh, no, she back you down to paint.
Yeah.
I bet she still got a jumper, too, a little wetter.
Yeah.
I'm
putting the link in the chat again for you guys. And shouts out to their sons, Saint and Sire.
Saint is getting so big, bro.
He's like taller than me now.
He's got to start work. I know Steve working on the jumper already.
Like,
just
what the hell?
Work on the jump shot, work on the footsteps, and get that thing going. And so that's always great. So Flourish is spelled differently. So don't put in the regular way you spell
I like
Flourish.
that little tagline, come F with us, but like, just come Flourish.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, come F with us.
Come F with us.
I like it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So,
all right, my daughter Takia's birthday is today. I think that said Takia.
And last verse, I think he said
birthday.
his brother's birthday was yesterday. So shouts out to your brother as well.
Yep.
Everybody getting birthday
Everybody get that love.
Birthday shout outs. So, somebody, and it said today was supposed to be Betty White's 100th birthday too. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That bitch didn't make it. That bitch did not make it.
That wasn't cool.
Well, yeah, that's the way life goes. You was almost there.
All right, so I saw a video, and first I saw a picture of this cow with two like Oculus sets on both eyes.
Yeah.
And then I saw another one with an actual big Oculus, virtual reality headset over the eyes or whatever. And then I found out that more farmers are starting to put these headsets, these virtual reality headsets, on their cows to make it seem like they're, in a sunny, happy place so they can produce
more milk and more of a healthy environment.
That's
genius.
Sick.
Look, the cow is standing in one spot its whole life.
That is sick.
Right? Ain't no more grass because y'all done screwed it all up. Go into the virtual reality and have the cow think, man, life is great out here, son. Life is beautiful. And let's just make good milk and healthy, beef ribs and everything we do. I mean, that's when you know the world is ending. When y'all putting animals in a virtual reality,
Yeah, so
then these lines
the
are
meat
getting
is
crazy.
more
bro.
the meat is more tender when it's a
Yeah,
happy.
yeah. The meat is more tender when the cow is happy. This is a real story.
Yeah, it's facts. Yeah.
This is a real story. So and one cow is gonna take his glasses off one day and go,
And you start seeing code everywhere.
"Yo, son, shit, it's a matrix, matrix." You know what I mean? And then he gonna lead a revolution against the farmers, and
AKA the agents.
and nobody gonna know. They ain't gonna believe him, son. That it's all fake, son. It's not real, son. Take your glasses off, son. It's not real, son. Yeah, unplugged, son.
Oh man.
That's crazy. But I mean,
But again, if you caught the after show last week when we were talking to Phil Valentine about the metaverse and things like that, like that's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be what it is for us too. We're gonna be so enthralled in.
Listen, life is about fantasy,
Right.
So a man is only great in his dreams. Like in my dreams, when I do something, son, it's like amazing.
Right.
Even when I'm not dreaming, but I'm imagining I'm doing something,
Right.
it's never half-assed.
Right.
It's always
Except when you're fighting. When you're fighting, you throw real soft punches.
no. I'm fighting.
I've been there before.
I'm saying
Like you trying to run for your life and you.
no.
slow.
If I'm dreaming,
Yeah, I mean that's what
but
I mean.
what I'm saying is my imagination.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Right, dreaming. I'm slow.
Yeah.
Monsters is coming.
You mean imagination.
Yeah,
Facts.
my imagination
Totally get it.
is like true. So now I can afford to go into the metaverse and make my imagination what I want it to be. That's going to be the future. I think we had that in Total Recall. Or you can, let's say you want to experience death, like getting hit by a train, like full steam coming on you. You can download these experiences. Phil talked about us having, and I've talked about this too, a digital imprint. And that digital imprint comes off our thoughts. So now they can take your thoughts and quantify them shits digitally and put that shit on a hard drive and place it into something, and somebody else can have that same experience.
Right.
Now, that works both ways. You want to murder? Want to murder somebody? But not really murder somebody. You put on these headsets, and murder is what it is. How gruesome would you like that murder, sir? Or you just want to shoot somebody, or do you want to mutilate somebody? Oh, typing it in. It's going to cost you a little extra for the gruesome part, sir. Or, so this is where this is going. So we're segueing into it lightly by you just having these pleasurable games.
Yeah.
And it's going to get crazy, right?
Yeah.
The food, KFC, and all of this, and I've been saying this for years, guys, what you put in is what you get out. So they're trying to create AI within us and remove us from our soul and the Black Dot and all of that. The food is a conduit of that.
Yeah.
So that's, and anytime the government is in on everything you do, like now they just with it.
Beyond
that's
KFC.
when you're supposed to back up and go, something ain't, anything your government is going, come on down this way. Come on. We got food. We got the fake shit you like.
Time out.
It's a wrap. And that's where we are now.
Yeah.
So, but remember, you are the creators. I'm going to get on my soapbox for 30 more seconds. Bear with me. You are the creators of the reality. All they do is go up a little bit ahead and set up the paradigm in which they can take full advantage of what you manifest. That's what they did with hip-hop. Right. Hip-hop in the early years, the 70s, they had no understanding of what this phenomenon was. They actually thought it wouldn't last. And then when it began to last, then they had to go ahead and create all these record labels, commercials, T-shirts, hats, and all of this stuff, so that as we manifested it, it's something consumable. So we're talking about moving from the spirit realm into something material. The material realm is the devil's realm. So everything we do spiritual, he's going to find a material counterpart. Right. So all of this fake food, cardboard sandwiches, and all of this shit is a part of that process, so that when you take the candy, you get hit with the signals, the food is resonating along that, and then when they're able to send you to Mars, they don't have to worry about agriculture or growing anything, because the 3D machines is manifesting what food should taste like.
Guys, is that a world y'all want to live in, man? Like,
No, that's the world we're heading towards.
oh man.
So that's the reality, and you, this train, that shit left the station already.
Yeah.
Right? So it ain't like it ain't coming. It's coming. Side note, the Brooklyn Nets tonight are debuting a new form of technology.
Yeah, it's gonna. They have like 100 cameras around the court and something like that, and those camera angles are producing 3D images.
100 different camera angles?
Yes, 100 different camera angles.
Yeah.
And it's gonna produce like 3D images of like the players or what's happening. So if you have like your VR headset on, you'll be like behind James Harden, like coming down the court. It's not gonna be like a typical viewing experience. And this is the first time they unveiling this type of technology. Actually,
Tonight's game.
Yeah.
So you obviously need a headset.
Yes. Might do that tonight.
Right. So you need a headset to get involved. But I told you what's coming next is you're going to be able to go into the helmet of each player or each basketball player and see the game as Stephen Curry is seeing it.
Yeah, I don't know why more video games didn't do that. Just a side note.
Yeah.
There was one, it was, I think, 2K5, the ESPN NFL game, you know what I'm talking about? They had like the first person
experience.
Yeah.
But now, a first person experience from an artificial character is one thing.
True.
A first person experience from Deion Sanders, well, not Deion, whoever's hot today, inside the helmet of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Right? You literally, when he gets down and hikes the ball and sees what he sees, you're seeing it. You know how valuable that information is for a young quarterback.
And Cavalier says the Nets don't play tonight, so thank you.
Okay, whenever they play. The next game they
yeah.
play, they're going to unleash this new technology. So imagine what that does for a young high school quarterback.
True.
Who now can see the game through the eyes of one of the greatest. And why he made that decision.
Yeah.
What did he scan? Did he look off the safety? And did he come back? All of those things. That's what it is.
That's crazy.
Somebody said the Nets already played. All right.
Oh, also Walmart.
Since we on it.
Walmart is actually trying to prepare to go into the Metaverse as well. They are trying to create their own cryptocurrency and NFTs. They filed several new trademarks last month, indicating that they're trying to sell virtual goods. Now, we spoke about Nike filing for trademarks as well, trying to sell virtual goods as well.
Yes.
So,
listen, guys. Again, this is like trying to ignore the LBGT community. This virtual thing is coming. You can sit on the side and act like it or be oblivious to it, or you can at least be aware and recognize that the world around you is changing. The world don't revolve around your silly ass. This thing moves. And now you're going to be able to go into Walmart without going into Walmart.
yeah.
Because it be some bizarre things going on in Walmart.
Oh, you can just
I don't know what
the
the energy is. I don't know what it is about. I think because they put them in them rural neighborhoods where it's a low vibration, or just like, because with the one we go to, it's trailer park. It's trailer park out there, but you could see anything in that goddamn Walmart. So imagine you don't have to deal with that no more, but you can still do your shopping.
Right.
Oh, give me this. All right, give me 2 of these. Go to the cash register, check out.
Pay, yeah.
So now it ain't no more traveling. You home for good. They get ready to lock this whole shit down. You're gonna be living in a pod. I'm gonna say it again. Your home is gonna be a home pod.
Yeah.
Strictly automated. You ain't going nowhere. 3D food being made. Animated chef. Anything you want. Put your suit on. Only way you're going to come out is through virtual reality.
That sucks.
I will already be in the ethers when all of this kicks off, and I will be fighting for you guys, trying to help you get out of that shit.
Yeah, that sucks.
Call on my name.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break,
Yeah.
and we shall return.
Yeah.
I was like a knight princess, more like medieval times, and I was slaying dragons and whatnot.
So I had a past life where I thought it was so interesting that I think it's Ashanti was talking about how she was slaying dragons. So I actually was like a reptilian creature with wings, and I remember flying in a sky that had 2 moons.
So I guess maybe eons ago, me and this being were together, maybe romantically or something.
And then when you asked us to go to how we died, I'm being hanged.
And all of a sudden, I'm flying. And I feel like I'm spirit. At first, I felt like a person. You know, I'm in a white dress and I'm human or something similar.
In my first past life, I was a mermaid.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, with an important message for you, so listen up. I just wanted to express my gratitude to everyone who has supported me and allowed me to help facilitate you in your spiritual journey. I am so grateful for you. Whether you have supported me on my website, booked sessions with me, or have just supported my YouTube videos, I'm thankful for you. Now, with us growing together, I want to share that our family is growing too. And in celebration and preparation of this growth and expansion, I will be temporarily closing my books starting February the 19th, 2022. However, everyone that books a session with me starting today, Monday, December the 13th, until February the 19th, will receive a free gift from me to help you in your journey in my short absence. So continue to support one another and let's continue to grow it together. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
Back.
Please support what it is that we do.
Yes.
Get those tickets for Phil Valentine's event.
Facts.
We got our ticket early.
I didn't get mine yet.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get it.
I am gonna address somebody who did say, Dot, if you're on a high vibration, why do you speak down on people that's not from where you're from? First of all, who said I was on a high vibration? Let's start there. Okay, I'm just like you. And speaking about people where I'm from, I mean, if you're speaking about the trailer park, I was referring to, unless you white folk in there, I was speaking about white folk living in trailer parks. Black people don't really live in trailer parks.
No, they do.
Yeah, they do, but when I say that, I'm associating that with crazy white folks. So let that be, you know, a bit of your piece. And no, I don't see where I'm from, because it ain't where you from, it's where you at, as something that speaks down. And I don't speak down on people, but I do recognize that I'm smarter than you. So, I can't ignore that. I mean,
Oh, man.
No, I'm just having fun with you. Appreciate you.
That's funny.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So Stephen A. Smith was actually out from ESPN for like over a month.
I don't watch his show no more.
Me neither. My friend watches.
So so I wouldn't know if he was out. I go with Shannon Sharp and Skip. If I do go with them, at least
I agree.
But Stephen A. Smith pissed me off so bad.
Yeah.
With his propaganda and agenda.
Yes.
With that LeBron stuff
and the Kyrie stuff.
And the Kyrie stuff.
Yeah.
It got so bad. I am disgusted with him. So I didn't know that he was out that long.
Yeah, he was out, and apparently he was like really sick with the vid. And then, obviously some people were just like, but yo, you was throwing everybody under the bus for being vaccinated, acting like that was the end all be all.
Yes.
And you got super sick. Not that I would wish sickness
on him. But just calm down. Because the way you was talking about it, as if this was the surest thing you could do to protect yourself. And I mess with people too. People who I know that got the candy, and they go, "Yeah, I just had a COVID." And I act stupid. I go, "But didn't you get shot?"
Yeah.
They go, "Oh," and I just kind of look, So he had 103 fever.
Yeah.
He was fighting.
For a grown man, that is.
No, that could take you out.
Yeah, you knocking on the door.
So just something to think about.
But speaking on that, right? So remember the last show we spoke about the 270 doctors who signed the open letter to Spotify to censor Joe Rogan and take him off the air and stuff like that.
Yep.
Or to label his podcast as misinformation. Right?
Yes.
They wanted to essentially do that. Apparently somebody looked deep into these people who were signed. And apparently a lot of them not even actual medical doctors. There's a couple of PhDs. Like, you have a title of a doctor, but you're not a medical doctor.
But we knew that.
Nurses, medical students, people who got their masters, you know what I mean? They're not.
We knew that.
Physical, actual doctors.
And the propaganda was to say these 270 doctors are the authority.
So you talking about misleading information? That was misleading as hell. You post these news corporations reporting on that.
But we're not getting news no more.
No,
we said that.
Yes.
We're not getting news no more.
Yeah.
Thank you for the donations.
Thank you. It says, hate to say it, but Bitcoin, NFTs, and Metaverse are bubbles, scams, and depend on more suckers inflating the artificial value. What do you think? So, I don't know. No, there have been a few scams. We talked about Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather actually being sued, but that's just really two people who are getting sued. There are way more other influencers who have promoted these what they call shit coins.
Absolutely.
Got the value up into where they just kind of rug pulled everybody who actually invested.
Because there's a sucker born every minute. But the concept of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency
and Ethereum have proven to kind of be more stable in a real volatile crypto market, if that makes any sense to you. I'm not an expert on this.
And I have to say that because you can't move us into a digital world with analog money. That's not going to work.
All right.
If we moving, and it is safe to say we are moving in a digital world, right? So the money has to, and not just credit card swipe, there has to be an encrypted, coded way in which money moves. So the concept of cryptocurrency, Ethereum, I think is real, but whenever something new comes out or a phenomenon or something that has the attention of the people, there's always going to be an underlying criminal base of people who take advantage of people who don't know no better.
Because put it like this, if people were able to create their own fiat dollars, like if people at the same rate you can create your own crypto coin, there would have been much more. That's what would have been going on. You get what I'm saying? But because people, it takes a few smart people to create their own coin, get it on the blockchain and things like that, and then all you have to do is get a celebrity behind it, because celebrities don't care about their fans.
They don't.
They just care about their money.
How much money am I gonna make off that?
You
Fine.
Just say like, yo, say your name, say you're behind this, you're using this. people invest in it thinking that it's going to be the next big thing.
Because we don't do nothing but follow celebrities.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if it's good for Cardi B, it must be good for me.
Right.
And so forth. And that's why celebrity endorsement is the key to everything.
Right.
The world that we see. Shaquana Mincy, thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
your support.
But you know what my kind of like thing about like crypto is it's the same thing with like a 401k. Like these things might not make you rich and it might not be there, but it won't hurt to just kind of put your money in.
Nah, listen, I got money in all of that right
just
now.
like why not?
And it's been steady. It's gone up. It's come down a little bit, but I haven't lost my initial investment, and it's been a year and a half now. So whatever is scammy about it. Now, if you're trying to get rich, like these guys send me $200, I'm gonna turn that into $2,000. All of that stuff, you have to want something greater than your initial valued effort for you to get scammed.
Right.
You have to. Scam works both ways. I'm a scammer, you're a scammy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get something, you trying to get something.
Basically.
That's the only way a scam works. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And I usually back up off things of that nature. So we don't want to blanket everything and say the whole thing is a scam because it hasn't proven to be.
Yeah.
Or at least if they scamming me, they in for the long haul because my money has only grown. And then it fluctuates, but it's only grown. I haven't lost my initial investment.
All right. Oh, okay. So back to what I was saying. What the hell was I talking about? I was talking about Joe Rogan.
Yes.
And
doctors.
And the doctors and stuff like that. So yeah, those doctors are not real medical doctors. Majority of them that were signed on that list. And what I was gonna say. So I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, right? And I've been noticing lately their tone around certain subjects. Now they have one white co-host. His name is Parks. He's Joe Budden's musical engineer. He is also the podcast like engineer, stuff like that. Every time Jab was brought up, he is gun ho. Get it in my veins. I need every version they got. I don't care. I need it. So they were talking about this Joe Rogan thing, and Joe Budden even said, "Oh yeah, like those doctors are right. He is spreading misinformation." I said, "There you is.
Delete.
There it is.
Delete.
There it is.
Delete."
But
isn't he a part of the machine?
Right now, and his album Rage Against the Machine, one of the most famous albums.
Yeah. So that means you haven't done any research. I'm not saying you have to agree with Joe Rogan. I'm simply saying
because
I read Fauci, JFK Jr.'s book, and they have 16,000 certified virologists and doctors who are saying the polar opposite.
Yes.
But they get no TV shot.
No, they won't.
They'll get no media coverage, and any of that. You're gonna put your 270 doctors up. Y'all just trying to knock Joe Rogan down, and Joe Rogan has got to be careful.
Yo, because what's happening?
But if he's built for it,
no, because what's happening? This happened over the weekend. He had somebody on. I forget the guy's name at the moment. He had this guy on, and Joe Rogan was talking about the what's the heart effect, the heart defect that happens to young men as a result of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, the micronide, whatever. I'm saying the word completely wrong. In the chat, you know what I'm talking about. If you're listening, you know what I'm talking about. So he said, yeah, that's a result of the vaccine. The guy checked him and said that's actually a cause of COVID, not the vaccine. And then they brought up a study, like right on the spot. And Joe, I guess he was really tied to what he thought because he read a study. He even like cited what he read. But he was like, nah, that's not right. That's not true. And then the guy just showed him like, okay, so you lost that battle, basically.
Right.
So people are using that clip and going, basically, is this your king?
Mitochondrias.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love my chat.
Right? So the people are using that clip, running with it, basically going, this is the guy y'all following. He don't even want to admit he's wrong. And there are 270 doctors who say he's wrong, blah, blah, blah. So the attack is coming. It's going to come from more ways than one.
Yes.
Attacking him is only going to make him famous. It's only going to make him trend for people to actually watch his show. So I don't think that's the way to do it.
Right, yeah.
I think the attack is going to come from like the CEO, like to the CEO of Spotify or something like that, or somebody within Spotify was going to
force them to have to do something.
Yes.
But now Spotify is saying I'm making money hand over foot.
Yes.
With this dude.
Yes.
And you want me to cut off my food source that's going to send my grandkids, grandkids.
an episode gets like 11 million views and listens and downloads.
Yeah,
that's more than CNBC. That's more than CNN primetime.
CNN lost 97%
yes,
of their audience
because they don't have Trump to blame.
Because they don't have Trump to blame for things. So when you never supposed to lose your audience when all you do is unbiasedly report what's out there. That it's supposed to be an ebb and flow here and there. When you lose 97% of your viewership because an individual that you used to prop up and go against is gone, that means you was never reporting news in the first place.
And you see it on YouTube all the time. There are YouTubers who their shtick is to create some type of drama, whether real or fabricated somehow, and that just, kind of reinvigorates their channel for months at a time. And then once that starts to die down, they make another piece of drama. Something else happened. This person tried to kill me the other day, and
yeah.
y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, absolutely.
All right, so yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Did you guys hear about the Texas hostage situation that happened over the weekend?
I heard a little, in a synagogue?
Yes, very weird. Very weird. The guy's 44 years old from the UK, right? So when I initially heard that, when you think of like from the UK, like what the hell?
And what was he doing here?
Right, but I don't know. So they just really identified him. Apparently he's Muslim dude from the UK who had hostages in the synagogue, and the rabbi had to calm him down, but they wound up clapping him.
Yeah, they clapped his ass.
They wound up clapping him. But people and at first they weren't trying to say it was an anti-Semitic attack, and then Jewish people don't play that.
No, it was anti-Semitic.
It was anti-Semitic, even if it wasn't anti-Semitic. It's gonna be anti-Semitic.
You know that.
So that's going on right now, and that I don't know what. Anytime events like this happen, I don't know what legislation is trying to get pushed through.
Pushed along. What kind of what a part of a agenda is this?
Yeah, because as a result of that, I saw some Muslim lawmakers going, "Yo, as Muslims, we need to get over our anti-Jewish views," and he's like, "Oh
boy,
oh boy," you know what I'm saying? So,
but what was the point of the hostages, though? Story very strange.
It's very weird.
Very weird story. Very weird.
Like these things, like just I don't know, they never make sense to me. But just keep an eye on that, especially for stuff that are for legislation that's trying to get pushed through.
Yes.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
That was a little loud.
Yeah.
So, did you guys hear about the new show, or is it a movie that Kendrick Lamar has coming out with his production company with the creators of South Park?
I heard.
Okay, so apparently the story is it's a young black dude who is playing in a slave reenactment, right?
Slave movie again, slave comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy, right? It's a slave reenactment. And he finds out his white girlfriend's family used to own his family because he did some research or something like that, and he got the South Park creators to help him along with this. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm so tired of slave everything. Whether it's a comedy, it's a skit, it's a movie, it's a documentary. I am just really, really tired of it. So I'm gonna have to wait and see what it looks like. But I'm waiting for the Kendrick Lamar album, bro.
That too.
Give me the goddamn album.
That too.
I know maybe you're trying to diversify the portfolio, but stop with the slave shit, bro.
Oh, okay. So this is I want to say.
Okay, Malcolm, go for it.
Kendrick is clever. I don't see him just like blatantly selling out, right? Mm-hmm. Those two white boys, South Park creators, are very clever.
Very clever.
They're very clever.
No, I didn't say it wasn't going to be funny and witty.
Yeah, right. So
I believe it's going to be that.
This could just be bad press or purposeful bad press out of like a press release to get more attention on it.
So we'll wait until we see it.
And that's just, yeah.
Malcolm and Dot, did you hear about the pastor in Oklahoma who spit in the hands and spread it? I did hear about that.
That's the guy who had that relationship book.
It's
and
disgusting.
I saw a bunch of black women posting his book.
Disgusting.
Wasn't it Todd something?
Is that the one who feels the vaginas? That's not the same
That's
guy.
not him.
He get down there.
That's not him.
Feel these vaginas? Chicks was taking, they was getting butt ass. Like, heal me, sir. That's what I'm here to do, baby. That's what I'm here to do. So, yeah, you know. But again, a sucker's born there. Some of these people who, listen, if you have a following or, don't let that shit go to your head. I could come up here every day and praise a bottle of salt every single day, and I can get 50 people to tune in.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
As I go through the science of what salt is, God, and why it's, you know what I'm saying, the crystallization.
You are salt.
And the distillation of the salt, and why we need to, they be like, yeah, that should sound about right.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Bobby used to tell me this story. The reason white people jog so much
you told me this.
was to create salt. Like something about the salt that comes out of their body. From sweat. It's like a healing property for white people. That's why you always see white people running and running and running.
Could be, you know.
Well, it could be a reach, you know.
Somebody said, why is he doing slave shows with smarts? No idea. I have like, and Kendrick Lamar, he hasn't done like a interview in how many years? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you never know what this dude is thinking. So yeah, no more slave trauma porn. I'm over it as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm good with that.
They wouldn't renew a Lovecraft Country. I heard Lovecraft Country is ended how it was supposed to.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was one book. So like, and they completed in the season. They completed with the book.
Oh, that was good TV.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that?
Never.
Dude, you need to go see
Lovecraft. It was one scene.
Oh, nah, that's your man. Is that your man?
It disturbed me.
Your man.
Yo, listen.
Nah, your man's and he passed away, and I didn't want to get at your man's. Your man's be wildin', man. Your man's be wildin', man. And everybody, yo, he wildin', son. Your man's is wildin'. All right? He was wildin' in
The Wire.
In The Wire, he was wildin'. Your man's is wildin'. Ain't that much acting in the world. I'm sorry. Sorry. No disrespect. I don't want to, I know how you niggas get in your feelings. Your man's is wildin'. That's all I'm going to say. Your man's is wildin'.
Oh, man.
That's it. He's wildin'. I don't want to try to make a science out of it or, well, to get into character.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't make a good actor.
Wildin'. You want me to do what?
I wouldn't make a good actor at all. I'm sorry.
I just spit on it, and you want me to. How many takes? Just take after take. And I go home and have my family sit around. Come on, this is art.
Yeah.
Your man's is wildin'. We got to get off that black, just because people black and they die. Man, your man is wildin'.
Oh.
Your man's wildin'.
My God. Ugh.
Like your man from Atlanta, the show Atlanta. What's his name? Singer.
Who you talking about?
The dude, Stay Woke, the dude who sang that shit.
Childish Gambino.
He wildin' too, bro. I saw him on stage, tongue a dude down, and the dude cuffed his ass.
What?
In a Broadway play. Your man is wildin'.
What?
Yeah, I saw it. He's wildin'. I swear, on everything I love.
What?
Your man's wildin'.
For real, that happened?
Yeah. Your man's wildin'.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to make a good actor, bro, because I just wouldn't. Like, I was watching The Wire, and every time, y'all know what scenes I'm talking about.
Yeah, your man's
every
wildin'.
Time, I'm just like, come on.
I don't give a fuck, man. Your man's wildin'.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Before we go to commercial break, I didn't know this was like really, really happening, but Cardi B and Tasha K are really in court. Like, they going at it.
Oh, no, they going at it.
Yeah, and Cardi laying it on thick. She said I was suicidal.
Yeah.
About what she said on her YouTube video.
Yeah.
And crazy.
Yeah. They because Tasha K has over 1 million subscribers. That's a lot of influence. That's a lot of influence to have. And when she was down to like 100,000, because I remember no threat, no real threat. The minute she started escalating those numbers, and it's a show, it's toxicity. It's tea, And but when your show is based on that, this ain't the world we used to live in, where you can say that stuff get back to these people.
Yeah.
And your man is wilding.
Back to it.
I'm just gonna say, because I know somebody gonna know him and know somebody who know him and leave his legacy alone. I don't give a fuck. Your man was wilding. Now back to the Cardi B situation. Yeah. So that got back to her quick because this TV world and YouTube world is one now.
It's blended, yes.
We run an actual TV show.
Very much blended, yes.
This is a blended thing, so things cross over, and she laid that on thick. Yeah. I'm having psychological damage. I couldn't sleep by the things. And then side note, I heard Tasha's husband hit the stand, and he said, I don't control nothing she do. She on her own.
No, you know what? Okay, so I read that, and what I got from it was they probably coached him to, like, they coached him on one scenario, and then threw something else at him. He's damn.
Yeah, that's how they do.
Yeah.
And somebody said Cardi B got the better team. She got the longer money.
Yeah.
So her team is going to be A1, and there's going to be a price to pay for, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're getting out there and you're getting sources, and unless you're willing to reveal them sources. See, I can't be a gossiper.
Yeah.
And people tell me stuff in confidence, and then when the smoke shit hit the fan, I go,
yeah.
She told me.
Yeah.
Because now nobody's going to tell you anything. So you almost have to take.
She got to die on the sword.
You got to die on the sword.
Damn.
You got to die on your sword.
How much is anybody know how much is the lawsuit for? I hope it's not for like.
It's for millions.
Is it?
I believe so. It's for millions.
Ah, man.
Yeah. And at one point she countersued Cardi.
But they dropped that.
They dropped that.
Yeah.
They dropped that. And shout out Choke No Joke, he's in the court.
He's on the scene.
He's on the scene, like his glasses and shit. He on some real, professional reporting shit. So he's giving you a firsthand. Tasha Key doesn't have big enough war chest. Yeah, this is a big, yeah. So sometimes you step in uncharted territory, and as a result of that, you find yourself in deep shit. She admitted to lying for money. That happens. I mean, and then, the same forces you use to obtain are the same forces needed to maintain.
I just spoke about that. People who just create.
Yeah, so now you have to create more drama because that beautiful home that you just renovated, the bigger space you got requires you to emit that same energy. Yeah. And it becomes tough. That's why we haven't had more than 50,000 subscribers since the show started.
Yeah.
That's all we emit now. We ain't emitting nothing else.
Yeah.
They keep us right there.
Yeah.
We need more drama.
We gotta just start a fight with somebody.
We need more drama. We need more bullshit. We need more savagery on the show. That's the problem.
You need a baby mother to come out.
Facts.
And then they go, I should be this other son on the father and son.
True.
That's what we need.
That's what we need.
Call our phones, email us.
And then people will be like, we knew it all the time.
Yes.
And then our shit will go through the roof.
Yeah.
Cardi B is Puerto Rican or Latina. Yeah, she is.
She's from my hood.
Yes. No, please don't. No, we ain't gonna start nothing.
Nah, no beef. We chilling, man.
Yep, 54K forever. That's just, we've aligned up and settled for that.
It's all right, man.
She wants to recount. Yeah.
It's all right. So we're going to take another commercial break.
Somebody said, Don, I'm pregnant. Get this shit started.
Yeah, we're about to take another commercial break.
Also, the titles. Yeah, I don't want to do the clickbait thing and, get people to, it's all there.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. We know the formula well.
Yeah, we get it.
If we wanted to go that route, we know it well. We're trying to stand the test of time here and make sure that when we look at this 5 or 10 years from now, we can say we had some fun, but we didn't sell out.
Yeah.
Now, if Pepsi call, fuck this live water. What do you want me to do, man? Shit, Pepsi calling.
Like, I am thirsty.
I am thirsty, Malcolm. Did you know that Pepsi has 0 sugar? Be like, no, I did not know that, Dad. Yeah, 0. Wasn't you niggas just drinking live water? No.
Get him out the chat.
Get him out the chat. Get the mods. Get rid of that shit. It's all about Pepsi now. With a straight face. Shit. Y'all be calling me all kind of sellouts. I be like, deuces. Yeah. That's my new logo for the tutu. Deuces. You know. Fucking sellout. We always knew y'all niggas was waiting. Deuces. Drink Pepsi, nigga. Drink Pepsi. Shit. Anyway, let's go to commercial break.
Yeah, let's take commercial. We'll be back.
Facts. What up?
Peace.
Urban X Nation. If you are not already a member, now is the time to become a member to our exclusive membership at urbanx.nyc, where you're going to get a bunch of exclusive footage by the #1 father and son team on the planet. Let me tell you what we're going to get.
So first, every morning, Monday through Friday, you get a morning message from me, inspirational, to keep everybody hitting their goals. What else we got?
We got the after show, where it's unadulterated, unscripted, uncensored information, and you also hear from Mama Dot.
We also have the Real Mentality coming. That is a show specifically to get the male point of view, to get a real men point of view, all male cast, and we have some special guests coming as well.
And the Black Dot will be teaching master classes. That's right, master classes on the subject of hip hop and all other things connected to Urban Decoded.
And a bunch of many hours of extra content we have that we just put up on the membership just exclusively for you.
So we need you to click the link below. Where's it? Right there below. Click that link below. Join and let's get rocking. Peace.
What makes a great t-shirt? Is it fashion, fit, comfort? Is it what's printed on the front of the shirt? Whether it's a humorous message, political, or a social statement made to bring awareness to a noble cause? At Urban X TV, we believe that all of those things make a great t-shirt and then some. So we wanted to create a t-shirt line that was a little bolder, a little bit more challenging, one that stepped out of the boundaries. So we decided to introduce to you our Not So Subtleties. It's one that speaks to the sentiments of what's going on in our environment today. It's one that will spark conversation. So log on to urbanx.nyc to pick up your Not So Subtleties today, or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. We thank you for your support. Peace.
Peace. So that you know, we have a Dr. King sale
Yes.
going on right now on the site. You can get these
at shopurbanx.com and everything else we have on the site. Go check it out. We have some dope stuff.
We got some dope stuff up there.
Amazing stuff. And to get you ready for, you know, what happens around this time of year as well.
You know that.
You know what we do.
You know what we do when that 28 come through.
You know what I'm saying? For the people who don't know, you should ask somebody.
Oh, you better ask somebody.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Somebody said Mama Dot should write a tell-all book.
Yo, we gotta just do something here.
And to speak on somebody who said, you know, we corporate or Dot is speaking some truth in there. We've had some opportunities.
Oh, in fact, yeah.
I just want to keep it a beam with you. But it didn't align with our brand. I'm just keeping it a beam with you because, listen, you have to be able to sustain what it is that you do. So we've had some opportunity. We said that we wouldn't even use that. Mm-hmm. So we can't come out and just sell shit. But everybody else is selling shit.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
We try to, we want our kind of brand to be reciprocal with our community. That's why we support small black businesses on our live streams. So,
but there are times when we be like, look,
facts.
This shit is getting low. What we gonna do? Yes?
Facts. So I also want to answer Black Power Diva. She said, since y'all in love with Trey and Matt, South Park, see the premise of their racist ass musical called The Book of Mormon that masks behind satire. Maybe you'd be less jocking it. I remember the episode that they did, and this is like before the Book of Mormon, they put that out, and it was an episode kind of exposing like the Mormons and making fun of what they believe. I don't care. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, listen, I am with. I wouldn't care if you're talking about black people.
I thought it was funny.
If it's funny, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not with the slave narrative because of what that imprints. But funny is funny. So I'm not one of them people who say you can't make fun of black people if you're not black. I listen to all comedians, white comedians, black comedians. If you funny, you funny, and I keep it within that context. Now, if I believe that there's another layer to it with another slave, then I might point out, like the sister is, all right, that's a bit too far because that has other implementations.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
If that makes sense.
I listen to like Democrats. I listen to conservatives. I listen to everybody to get their perspective on stuff. And I'll be honest with you. I've been listening to some people, and they would talk about a certain topic, and then the way they cover it, I'm just like, oh, whoa. Like I thought you were kind of just like independent and on your own, and
right.
You'll let something slip. And I'm just like, whoa.
And for the people who stressing that they're racist toward black people, I'm racist toward white people. God damn it. Why is that so hard to understand? They don't like you. I don't like them. So what?
Listen.
I mean, what world are we living in where when somebody says something about us, but deep down inside, we hate them with every bone in our body. So we can hate, but they can't. This is human expression. Point blank.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that you should be, I'm not going to recognize it in your position of power.
You see it
a judge, a lawyer, all of that. And the reason we're in prisons, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the way you personally feel in your personal life. So I'm pretty sure you hate white people, or you despise white people, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But when they say something about you, the world needs to stop.
Yeah.
Black people got a lot of shit with them. 40 ounces of Pepsi. That's what I'm talking about, Eric Williams. If they come out with the 40 of Pepsi, you know what I'm saying? We might have to promote that. I know
You're
black
listening
people
to the
can't be
sound
racist.
Of Urban X.
Yeah, I had.
Y'all gonna give me a headache today.
Yo, my man.
I know black people technically cannot be racist, but we can be bigots.
I was talking to my man Odie, who listens to the pod. Shout out to Odie. He was just like, yo, I don't know what frustrated him on Twitter, but he was just like, yo, I get, the James Baldwin quote, like, being black in America is being enraged. He said, I get that, but like, why are black people like who are woke just miserable all the time? Like, no matter what.
Yes.
We can't laugh at nothing. We can't celebrate nothing.
We have to be like this. That's in the Hotep handbook. Just
you gotta read the ISIS papers 80 times.
And every time somebody say something, you gotta correct them. You know we can't be racist. You know Christmas ain't weird.
I get it.
Thanksgiving's not weird.
Bro, when I say I get it,
motherfucker,
I get it.
shut
I read
up.
all the books. Oh my God, this is my dad. I get it.
Yes, we get it. God damn it. Shit. Yeah, and I'm gonna have an aneurysm up here. I really am. I really am.
Oh man. So one of the owners of the Warriors, he owns like 10% of the team, but he is a billionaire. He's a billionaire investor.
Okay.
Indian dude. He was on his podcast, and his co-host brought up the Uyghur Muslims that are slaves in China.
Muslims who are slaves in China.
We spoke about that a couple years ago.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
And he goes, yo, I don't care about that. He goes, he said, I could say I care, but I'd be lying. Like, that is so low on the totem pole of what I care about. Like, I don't care. Like, and Americans here, y'all don't care either. He said, we gotta stop lying. That's not cool.
That's an honest statement.
But it was an honest statement, and it was an honest statement from somebody who's like ultra wealthy, and all of his colleagues feel the same
way. So he would have been better off giving you the politically correct answer, because we just want our egos massaged. That's wrong. They shouldn't be doing that. And yet everything that we own is from some slave concentration camp in China. Everything manufactured in this country, every delightful thing that you wear, own, your phone, all of it comes from inhumane conditions. Are you ready to deal with that? No, as long as you got your phone and you good, right? So here it is, a billionaire owner who just gave you a bit of truth. We don't want truth.
Yeah.
We want the politically correct shit because he should know better than to say that. Because there are homeless people downtown right now. Ain't nobody doing shit about that. Have you been to LA?
No, never.
The homeless roads, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, I never.
That's a whole nation of people down there that nobody's dealing with. So there's shit going on everywhere. And yet a bit of truth got people in their panties.
Yeah.
That's all it boils down to.
Yeah, so Skid Row.
Skid Row.
What? Arizona's down 21-0. Told you.
Wow. Oh, that's a wrap for them.
Told you. There's been a lot of bad football happening.
It has.
You know what I mean? And this season, more than any other season, we're talking about sports now, I've seen a lot of records that are misleading.
Yeah, extra games being played and just no defense, and you can't touch nobody.
Yeah,
now.
like you
so
just
all
look
of them
way
receiver
better than,
records. You can't hit the quarterback. It's gonna be 2-hand touch in a minute.
Oh my
it's
God.
gonna be rough touch. And in the next couple of years, the shit is gonna just boil down to rough touch.
That's crazy. But yeah. Oh, did you guys see?
Yeah, how about them Cowboys? Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Did you guys know that in Canada, during the height of the pandemic, the height of the lockdown, Canada tracked 87% of their population cell phones. 33 million.
33 million people without their permission.
Yes.
During the height of the pandemic, your phone was under surveillance without your permission. Now, we speak about that all the time in the conspiracy community, but this is what it was. And that was 87% of the population, right? So that means they were tracking your movements, tracking your thoughts. So it's not hard for them to track down whoever they're looking for, or if you are a rebel rouser, or what. It's really not hard for them to find you. I was speaking about something on my phone. Just the speaker alone picks up things, and now they're trying to sell me things. This is the world we live in.
Yeah.
This is the world. There are no more secrets. I said that 5 years ago. There are no more secrets. Your regular shopping list tells somebody who's an analyst, who does psychoanalysis, who you are. Is he a threat? What kind of women you like? What kind of music you like? On your food list.
First of all, just on a real mundane level, the Explore page on your Instagram kind of paints a picture of who you are and what you like.
Yes.
Right? So I remember I had to go through things and hit I'm not interested to kind of shake up the algorithms a little bit. You know what I mean? Like now, if you go on my thing now, you see just books and babies. I started in baby stuff.
I start looking up random shit.
That's what you got to do.
Helicopters.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Hammers.
Yeah, I think I'm not talking
Snow
about.
blowers.
I think you know when you walk into a clothing store, those QC tags?
Yeah.
I think they connect to your phone.
They do.
And I'm going to tell you why, right? I remember walking into Zara. I saw a coat I liked. I said, oh, snap, touched it. I said, nah, I don't need it right now, right? Walked out, I left. Next day, I see the exact ad for that coat pop up on my feed. I was like, how the hell? I didn't look it up on my phone. I didn't look it up on the Zara app. I didn't look it up. Nothing like that. And I'm just like, how the hell does that happen?
So I want people to understand when they're talking all of this, we have to take down the government.
From an iPhone.
From an iPhone, you were goofy.
From YouTube.
From YouTube, you were goofy. Yeah, my wife's phone told her where her car was parked.
Yeah. And you didn't tell her to do that.
She didn't tell her to do that. Yeah, under the maps.
Yeah.
So this thing right here is what it is. So we have to have a so-called reality check when we start saying, we need to buy black when we can. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? We have to make a concerted effort. But if you're trying to go off the grid You saw the episode where homie tried to go off the grid and deal with only black businesses.
Oh yeah, well, who was that? Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
Yeah,
it's hard to do.
Yo, that was that was so slept on.
But it was great because he was telling you.
That was such a great
At
episode.
what level are you talking? On the surface level?
Such a great episode.
Like where are these clothes manufactured? Sure, I'm in a black store now, but where are these clothes manufactured?
He went to get something to eat to a black restaurant. He goes, "Did you get this from a black farm?"
No. But I'm a black-owned business.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So how much do you really want to know? It really boils down to, because the further and further you dig, you're going to find slave labor, and you're going to find labor that didn't come from black people.
Yeah.
All right? Black-owned cell company. Great. Where they getting the parts from? China.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Right, yeah.
So just enjoy your life. Get in where you fit in. Recognize that the world around us is changing, but don't get on these platforms poking your chest out, talking that pro-black shit on a system that has nothing black connected to it. I refuse to do it. I refuse to be a hypocrite. That's all. Doesn't mean I don't recognize white supremacy.
We discuss it all the time.
Discuss it all the time. We know that it exists, but I'm not gonna get up here and make a fool of myself on a white people's network, white people's cell phone,
Hey,
white people's microphone.
You know what's crazy?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You know what's crazy? They put out a list of like the top 10 YouTube creators of 2021, all white, right? And it made me sad because I feel like as a culture, black people, especially on YouTube, we've made cloud, YouTube beef such a thing, and you would think we're getting money from it, and we're not, compared to
we're the spiritual energy behind it, and they reap the benefits from it.
It's not fair.
That's what black culture is.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Black culture infuses that. We make it hot, they capitalize.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's crazy.
One guy made $58 million.
Yo, it's a guy. His name is Mr. Beast on YouTube. He has like 50 million subscribers. Something crazy, right? And all he does is just give out money on his thing, or he does stunts to give out money on his thing. It's like, yo, you're making that much money, you just dying to give it away to like
he
that.
overtook the little kid with the toys.
Yeah, with the toys. And this kid just opened up toys.
Yeah, that's all he do.
Man, they gotta get no.
Just open up toys and tell you if he liked the toys. But that go back to Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
This is where America is. We don't care about anything substantial. Don't fool yourself.
Yeah.
These people want to be entertained, and even the dudes who do the unboxing.
Yeah.
Just think about, I'm at home and I watch this shit.
Yeah.
This dude is getting ready to unbox.
Some you ordered already.
Some shit I ordered.
Yeah, it's gonna look just like that.
And then he zip. This is me unboxing. This is the phone.
Yeah.
Wow, the instructions. And I'm like, all right. My shit gonna look just like that. Pulls out the mic. Oh, this is where you're gonna plug the cord in. I just gave 20 minutes of my life to some shit that's meaningless. We do it all the time. Them sites got 400,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And all they do is unbox shit.
Somebody said,
shit you wish you had.
Yeah.
Shit you thinking about having. What's somebody saying?
Somebody said, what about the black billionaire on YouTube? I'm not sure who you're talking about. Are you talking about what's his name that owns the grill?
I don't know.
And we spoke about.
Then Dot should put on a thong. Just kidding.
Oh, so we spoke about this. Somebody, the Supreme Ultimate, Dot and Malcom. Did y'all talk about the airlines that are against the 5G startup? We spoke about that last week, but it's supposed to come up. They're supposed to get online this week,
tomorrow,
or Wednesday,
the 18th of Wednesday the 19th.
It's supposed to get on Wednesday, and these airline CEOs are like, "You don't do it." Like, we don't know what the hell is gonna happen because we already like forecasting a disturbance with our signals and
what Phil said is the altitude of, I believe he said this, the altitude of your blood when you've had that candy and then them signals going across is gonna create some weird effects. Byron Allen.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Byron Allen. Yes. He's on YouTube? I didn't know.
I know he bought another company recently.
I know. I don't know if I'm late, if I'm just reading this, or we spoke about it, but somebody posted that Tyler Perry is an official billionaire now. I thought he'd been crossed that, and I thought we talked about it already.
An official billionaire?
Yeah.
I thought he was too.
So that might me just be seeing stuff.
I thought he was too. Now I think my microphone's cut off here.
Oh boy. Yeah,
this is great. 1 2 1 2. Jeez. I tell you.
Touching stuff.
No, this is an old system here.
Let's start taking some questions before we get up out of here.
Yeah, let's take some questions.
Somebody said 119, not feeling that at all. Oh, Gemini Keys, what's good, man?
Gemini Keys in the building.
What's good, Gemini Keys?
That's what it is. I see you slowly starting to put a few memes back up. I see you slowly integrating back in.
We used to be a proper country when he was putting
up memes every day.
Memes, you know what I'm saying?
Funny ass memes too.
We spoke about Stephen A. Smith. Marilyn Mosby, is that the district attorney or the attorney from Baltimore who's getting indicted?
Because she got hustle going.
Perjury, and I think it was mortgage fraud.
Yeah, some mortgage fraud down in Atlanta.
Baltimore.
Not Baltimore. No, right. No, she's from Baltimore. I think she was purchasing property in Atlanta. Now, all of them do it.
Right.
They get inside scoops on this and that. But if they don't like you and you're doing it, then it's a problem because now, they put you on blast.
Somebody said, do you think Sportsbet is showing sports is... I'm not getting...
Do you think sports betting is showing sports that is fake?
Oh, no, there's a guy, Geometria, the white dude.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Truth Seekers.
Yeah, Truth Seekers. Yeah, he be winning all his followers' money.
Yeah. He goes in. Yeah, he goes in.
But, I'm not... All my friends have been betting on since sports betting has come to New York, like FanDuel and things like that. All my friends have been on it. Anytime there's a game on and they live tweeting through the game, they piss.
Zachary K. Hubbard, yeah. And I know somebody's going to follow that statement up by telling me he's a racist.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about his personal feelings. If the information he delivers is dope, I take the information. I'm not into idol worship.
Yo, I was just talking about that.
I'm not into any of that
shit.
It's
this guy I'm watching. His name is Steven Crowder, right? I had never heard of him prior to, I want to say, like a few months ago. I just started watching his channel, and he's going in on Fauci. He's going in on everybody, and I'm just kind of staying up on like news. And then he said something slick about just about black people. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is why. And then once I remember saying something about him on this show, and people was going like, nah, I don't really rock him. He's a racist. And then I had never seen it.
Yeah.
And then he said something fly. I said, oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I get it. Now, again, I had never looked at him as an idol. I hadn't looked at him like I was a real fan of his. I just was getting the information.
Do you know all these white people who travel around the world to uncover your information that are racist?
Right.
But their information is valuable.
Yeah.
So the elders taught me to listen. What can you extract? Chew it up, spit out the fact. The fact they try to make it something like white. But what did you extract beyond that could be useful for us? That's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you do in your personal life. And whether you like me personally, I can give a shit.
Somebody had a good question.
Yep, somebody just said it. Zachary, he's not a right winger or racist. Okay, all right.
What do you think about the Game Kanye track? It was cool. They used the Easy Does It sample. Game could always rap. I don't know. It was cool. What about the crime on the subway? Oh, that is getting crazy.
Yeah, that's like a world of its own down there.
A woman got pushed in front of a train. I think today that happened.
Yes.
It was crazy. I saw another video of somebody getting pushed in front of a train, but the train stopped right before got to her. So yeah, it's
and listen, you shouldn't be near them subway tracks anyway. I wait until the train. I'm
not gonna lie.
I've looked down the subway knowing the train is not coming.
Yeah.
But when that train is coming,
I'm
moving back. Let the train come into the station. I ain't been on the subway in a long, long time.
Yeah.
But just I'm saying,
What else? What else we got, guys? Colin Murray looking almost as bad as Baker tonight. That's hilarious.
Wow.
This man, playoffs.
You will get exposed.
Playoffs, man.
You will get exposed in the playoffs.
Does Megan Thee Stallion's recent breakup affect her case? I think it has something to do with her case personally.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, she was with Partisan Fontaine's rapper.
Okay, they broke up?
Yeah, they broke up. And I think because I think he probably found out, like, she's lying and I can't really defend this. And I don't know, just me.
Okay,
just
we'll
me.
see.
What about the CEO of Martin that killed himself by jumping in front of a train in Atlanta?
I was talking about that today, yeah. I'm like, what did he know?
Yeah.
Or what was going on in his life that he would jump in front of a moving train?
Somebody said set up an interview with the Black Manosphere. The only ones I would actually like sit down with is the roommates. I don't know if you guys know them. I like those dudes. I think they're more like measured, if anybody in that space.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's a channel called The Roommates. I think they're dope.
Yeah, Israel says the fourth dose not enough to stop. Listen, the CEO said of Pfizer, the first 2 shots, insignificant.
Yeah.
The booster, that could work a little bit. But the next shot, this came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, this thing is going to keep going and keep going and keep going until somebody go, damn. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
Well, Fauci was up today. He said something like, it's too soon to say that the Omicron is going to be the last wave of COVID. And then Bill Gates actually said it's going to be a seasonal thing like the flu.
Yeah. Did you see the man trying to tear down the pedophile statue of the priest? I did. Lost knowledge. I did. He's like, enough is enough, man. And they put these things in stone for you to see. I mean, he climbed up there, tried to tear that shit down.
Did you see what about the tsunami threat? I saw like the satellite image of the volcano erupting from under the water.
Mm-hmm.
That looked crazy.
Yes.
And it's something else. I think it was a tsunami that reached all the way to California.
I saw Texas. I saw them
tornadoes.
Them porta potties flying.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Probably just making stuff up, but
Yep. Bus driver of 10 years, and now my city is trying to force me out. May 31st, I told them, okay, 10 toes down. All right. You know what you got to do.
All right. How's Nancy Pelosi out here? What? Stock trading. Yeah. Outstocking Warren Buffett with a 70% return portfolio is because she knows the damn deals that are coming down. She is lobbying for those deals to happen.
Yes.
And getting
and capitalizing.
Telling her husband is the greatest stock trader on the planet.
Yeah, and somebody said they was trying to pass a law where Congress people can't
and their
benefit off stocks. Yep.
Them and their families.
Have you seen Denzel's new movie?
I think John Ossoff?
The Tragedy of Macbeth. Now, me and wifey sat down just Saturday.
Yeah.
And we had the popcorn ready, and we tried to get into this shit.
Macbeth is amazing.
I could not get it whereth, howeth, thoueth. We tried. I said, okay, I don't know what the hell they talking about. And then the king of queen of just for your parents of the heart. I was like, okay, I said, wait for Denzel to come in. Denzel, my nigga. Yeah. He gonna come in and he gonna niggerize this shit for me and balance this shit out. And I couldn't do it. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing a great movie. I'm pretty sure Othello and all that shit is great. That shit is, the language fucks with me, bro. Because it reminds me of record contracts and shit. Whereas thou art, you owneth, not if I taketh your fuckingeth money and fucketh you and your family. That's what the shit sound like. And in the movie, I just couldn't. We gave it about 12 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
We gave that shit about 12 minutes. And I said, I'm going to bed. I just got to keep it a bean with you.
Man, uncultured.
I'm very uncultured.
Uncultured swine.
I'm pretty sure Shakespeare was probably a black man, and this language is the true king's language. I passed, man. I said,
that's hilarious.
I'm ready to watch some car crashes and shit, Yeah. Did you hear Hulk Hogan claim Betty White and Sidney died from the candy? No, I didn't hear that.
He said that?
I would not be surprised.
Come on, they were 100.
But you're 100 with the thinking of a slave.
Fine.
Or the mindset of,
Fine. I'm just saying, like.
And you thinking, see, when you reach 95 or 100, you think, you know what, this jab might help me make it a little further. And then the jab come down, and it's a wrap for your ass.
No, it's just non-United
I did hear
States
your man say, your president say, George Floyd's death.
Oh, oh my gosh. How could I almost forget about that?
Was greater.
He said George Floyd's death made a greater impact globally than Martin Luther King.
He said that.
He said that.
Your man said that.
And y'all told me to vote for him. Y'all was adamant.
Yep.
I can't believe you, Malcolm. Malcolm, you Trump supporter.
You said that shit. Betty people said she took the jab 3 days before she died. I believe that. Let me hit Leslie because I got to keep.
Allegedly.
Because she looked vibrant the week before. They was prepping for the big celebration. She didn't look. You know how some people you can say, damn, it could be any day now.
Yeah.
She not going to make 3 weeks. She looked vibrant and energized. And then she died. Yeah. George Floyd never died, but he's gone. And Hillary Clinton. Is that C your man?
Aunt C?
That's not Aunt C.
Shouts out to Aunt C.
Shouts
out to our mods. We won't be showing you enough love. Shouts out to people who are listening right now, driving.
Yes.
On their way to work, coming back from work.
Bob Sackett definitely took the jab.
He definitely took that.
And the boost just before. Okay, yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
But with that being said, guys.
Yeah, with that being said, we love you.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. After show tonight, yes, no, yay, no?
No.
We're going to watch some football.
Yeah, because it's really not a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't want to just waste 20 minutes of your time just for the sake of giving an after show.
So, what we'll do, though, for the members, if you have topics that you would love us to touch on during the after show, put them in the community section.
Yes.
And we'll start to get to those because
so we can have a different format.
Yeah, because I want to start coming to the after show with
But we are going to start coming with some
fire interviews. Yeah.
Fire interviews.
That as well.
We are going to come with some fire interviews.
And y'all heard Phil go crazy last.
Yeah,
Thursday. He went nuts.
He went
in the
nuts.
After show.
He sure
I was just
did.
sitting there like.
Yeah. He went nuts. Yep.
So, with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart, anything. Don't forget to leave us a rating and a comment. We appreciate you.
Coach Wayne, Eli's show will air. We're going to film it tomorrow, and it'll probably air Wednesday.
Yep.
All right? Absolutely.
Good night. Peace.
Peace.